Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Wassalatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah.
Wassalatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah.
Wa ala alika
wa ala alika
wa ashabika ya Nurullah. Sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Rasulullah inshallah, just for 5 minutes. I just want to make some concluding remarks about this program. Alhamdulillah, in this death program, we have just acted on the sunnah of Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Subhanallah.
Say Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Because in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at so many places reminds us about death, about akhirah. In fact, if you look at the 2 sections of Quran, one is the Meccan and one is the Medina. And the Meccan actually deals more with the aspects of Aqidah. And one of the primary Aqidah of a Muslim is death and what happens after death. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran covers this extensively about death, about the life of Barzakh, that is the life of Qabr, and then the Yawm Qiyamah, and then Jannah and Jahannam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned it so many times. And why does Allah mention it so many times? In order to remind us. So what we need to take from here is to remind ourselves about death. Alhamdulillah, today we must have remembered and talked about death more than we do in the entire year. So this should not compensate for the entire year. Rather, what we should take from here is that we will talk about death more than ever, inshallah. We will talk about death as a family. We will talk about death as friends. When we get together, we won't be ashamed of talking about death. We need to remember that. We need to remember. And we don't need to remember death in a very doom and gloom way, like the others would do. Inshallah, a mu'min will remember death with a smile.
Subhanallah.
A mu'min will remember death with a smile. Why? Because Sayyidina Bilal radiallahu ta'ala, when he was passing away, his family was crying. His wife was crying, but Sayyidina Bilal was smiling. And people asked, what makes you smile at this time? He said, should I not smile because today I am going to see my beloved Rasul. I have lived or longed to see him all my life after the Prophet ﷺ passed away. Today is the day I am going to see him again. Should I not be happy? So alhamdulillah, as Muslims, all our lives we read the kalima of Rasulullah ﷺ. All our lives we pray salatu salam on Rasulullah ﷺ. All our lives we try to adhere to the sunnah of Rasulullah ﷺ. At the time of death, we should be smiling because then we are going to see him, inshallah.
Subhanallah.
We are going to see the jalwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are going to see Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, Sayyidina Farooq, Sayyidina Usman, Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala. Inshallah, we will also see Huzur Ghawsi Pak radiallahu ta'ala. Because it is stated, we will be with those people whom we love. Alhamdulillah, we celebrated Gyarvi Sharif all our lives. Indeed, we will see Huzur Ghawsi Pak radiallahu ta'ala. Indeed, we will see Huzur Khaja Khalid Nawaz. Indeed, we will see Imam Ahl Sunnah because all our lives we pray Mustafa Jani Rahmat Billah Salam. So that is the time for smile for us, inshallah. But for that, if you want to smile in the other life, or if you want to go into the other life smiling, you need to live this life as a true Muslim. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. You need to live this life as a Muslim. Inshallah, if you are a Muslim when you live, inshallah, when you die, you will die as a Muslim. And a Muslim dies in a way that when a person is born, everybody is laughing, but the child is crying. The baby is crying. Inshallah, we want to go from this world in such a way that we are smiling and the world is crying, inshallah. So, alhamdulillah, we hope we take this, we make remembrance of death daily part of our lives, and we need to make it more practical. We cannot like sit down, say at night or after you wake up in the morning and remember. So the best time to remember death is in your namaz. Pray your namaz as if it is the last namaz. It is the last namaz of your life. So now when you stand up for Salah, if you can, maybe close your eyes and think about death. Think that you are walking on the full sirat. Think that you are in front of the mizan. Think you are at the Hawz Kawthar of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Think that you are in your grave. Think that Malakul Maut is just behind you. Think that Jannat is right in front of you. If you make this thought process a part of your namaz, then without making an effort, inshallah, in every namaz you are remembering death. And if you remember death 20 times in a day, 20 times in 24 hours, inshallah, Sayyidah Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha states, you will die as a martyr, inshallah. Because our deeds will be such. Because if you think about death all the time, when will we commit sins? Who would want to commit sins? So inshallah, practice this, make this a part of your life, and inshallah, we will live as Muslims, we will die as Muslims. May Allah give us the tawfiq. And lastly, I would like to thank the Imam and the committee of Masjid Death-Usmani for allowing us to do this program. Yeah. So Usmani Masjid Committee and all the volunteers, mashallah, they have been cooking and they have been arranging, alhamdulillah, our Muballigeen, our Mu'awineen, all those people who made this program possible. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them in this world and the hereafter. And also all those brothers who came and attended, especially from Leicester, and also all the kaflas which came from Bolton, Preston, Manchester, anyone from Blackburn? Yeah? Just a coach from Blackburn. So I should mention them too. So mashallah, a lot of people from Blackburn too, alhamdulillah. All these people who devoted their time, their effort, their money to come here, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all the efforts, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them in this world and the hereafter. And alhamdulillah, we have a kafla from sisters too, alhamdulillah, and the sisters are doing their own program. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them too. And inshallah, we have more programs lined up for the future. Hopefully we will see you inshallah. Just one program we have, I don't know if you want to come as a kafla, a marriage program, mashallah, a burning issue nowadays, inshallah. Just like death was a burning issue, in the same way, a marriage program we have. I see some smiles, I don't know what they expect, but inshallah it's going to be good. Again, it's in Manchester, inshallah. It's in a hall like we did in the Bolton program, and it's on a Friday, on the 4th of April. If you can come down as a kafla with brothers and sisters, that would be great, inshallah. So we come here, you come there, and in this way we progress in our deen. May Allah give us tawfiq, and may Allah make us flourish even more. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.